Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach Spring Boot with Vue.js full stack development application. How to develop step by step. So here is a customer registration form. You will be able to register the new customer. So I'm going to enter the customer name over here. I'm going to enter the customer name, John, address India, mobile number. I'm going to type something like that. Hit save button. Save. The newly added record will be shown in the table below. You will be able to see. If you want to delete the edit the record, you have a choices over here. Edit and delete. If you click edit, the editable record will be displayed on the form. Here you will be able to edit the record. So if you want to make the changes over here, you will be able to make the changes over here. Changes. Click save button. Record update. You will be able to see. Updated record will be shown over here. If you want to delete the record, click the delete button. Record has been deleted. How to do this system step by step, we'll see. Right. After complete the backend, we have to connect the front end. So backend, we are using the Spring Boot. How the Spring architecture work, I already upload the video. If you are not watched the video, you just go in my video description. I have give the link. You just click and watch it. So as a brief, I have explained over here. When the request is coming from the front end will be passing the request to the controller. Controller is the person who passing the request to the service. Service will be passing the request to the repository. Repository is the part which communicate with the database and get back the data. Okay, the repository is the part which will be communicated with the database. This is the simple scenario how the Spring Boot architecture works. Okay, this I have explained deeply. You just go and click and watch it. Okay, this based on this scenario, I have make my Spring Boot application. So let's go to the Google and type create the Spring Boot application. You have to type Spring Initializer. It goes to the respective website over here. Click on this link. It goes to the respective website. Here you have to configure your project. Here project. Here you have to select as Maven. Project you have to select as Maven. Here Maven. Language Java. Spring Boot. You have to select as a default is 3.0.0. Okay, default we have to leave it as it is, but no problem. Okay, let's see, select this one. Below version we will select. Okay, 2.7.6, right? Now here we have to give the group. So we have to give here over here. We have to write example here, right? Spring Trend. Demo also you have to give Spring. You have to write Spring Angular project, right? Now here we have to give jar over here. So jar, if you want, you can here. This is how your package has created. Com Spring Red Spring Angular, right? You can give any name. You can give here instead of here project. You give project. Chrome project. Here it's this how your package has been created. If you want, you will be able to create, write a description as well. Okay, this how your package has been com project Spring Angular. So group name. This is the your project here Spring Angular, right? The package I'm going to select a jar version. You select as Java 8. Java 8 is a stable version in Java program. Okay, stable version you have to select as Java 8. If you are not touched the if you are not installed Java 8, you must install Java 8. Java is it is a stable version. Okay. After that, I'm going to go to add the dependencies. So I'm going to go to add the dependencies. First is web. It will be communicate with the RESTful API. After that, I'm going to add another dependency, which is a JPA, which will be right in the SQL queries. Which will be right in the SQL queries. Okay. After that, we have to write the MySQL, which will be communicate. This is my database. Okay. These three dependencies I have to download them. Web, JPA, MySQL. These three dependencies, very important stuff. Right now, after done all the stuff, click generate. Now your zip file is generated successfully. Right click, show in folder. So this is the project. I just cut this one here. I'm going to make my project directory as F. Right click, paste it. I'm going to zip file, extract files. You have to write. After that, if you are not install the IntelliJ IDEA, you have to install the IntelliJ IDEA. This is a professional editor which write the Spring Boot application. Okay, you must download the IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so I already installed it, right? IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so after done the stuff, you have to import your project, right? So go to the file. Here you have to write open. I have created my project. It's inside the F drive. Its name is Spring. What's the name you have created? Spring Web, right? Spring Angular, right? Spring Angular. Here, this is the project. Not open like this. You have to expand here. This is the folder. Okay. Don't open here. Okay. Inside, if you have expand it, inside here, there is a folder which is a Spring Angular. You can see here. Inside the project also, there is a folder. It will be created. Here also, click and OK. You have to open, preview the safe mode. Trust project, new window. Okay. This is how we have to open the project in your IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, it will be configured and successfully imported to your project in IntelliJ IDEA. Very simple. This is the first thing you must do it. Okay, here you have to wait until all the Maven dependencies and all the things you have to it will be completed. Okay, you have to wait until the dependencies get installed. Okay, don't close anything else. It will be configuring you all the dependencies in the pom.xml file. This is a very important file in the Spring Boot application, pom.xml file, which will be include all the dependencies. Okay. After install your dependency, you have to expand the project. You can see the pom.xml. Here we are. You can see all the dependency what you are installed. Here, when you configuration the project, you have to select web, MySQL connector, and JP. All things are there. Right. Now, first go to the src folder. This is src main Java. Here you can see here this is the main class of Java. It's a main class. Public static main. Okay, this is the main class. Right. So inside the resources, application dot properties, here we have to connect the port and everything you have to configure over here. Right. These things we have to study in few minutes. Now let's back to our main package. This is a main package. Inside the main package we have a main class. Now select the main package. The main package is reside on where? Inside the src folder, main Java package. This package I'm going to create the new package. Select the package and here I'm going to create the package. This one as a customer controller. Press enter key. Your package has been created. I'm going to go to create another package. This one should be the customer repo. After I'm going to create another package, which is a DTO. Another package which is a this all the package will be created. Okay. Entity. You have to create the project entity. Create another package which is a service. Service. Right. We have create all the packages. Perfect. Now first, I'm going to start my project in controller. Right? Controller. So we have to create a class. Right click new class controller class. I'm going to create the class which is a customer controller class I have created. Right, this is the thing we have to do it first. Right, now first what I'm going to do is here you have to add the annotation. It's a REST controller because we have to uh, communicate with the RESTful API front end to back end. It's called as RESTful API. You have to write a REST controller here. If you write at, you can press right R, press letter. It asks the properties. You have to select the REST controller over here. It implement the imports. After that, I'm going to import the another thing is a cross origin. Cross origin. After that, we have to import another thing is a request mapping. Request mapping. Right. This annotation is must. This is the request mapping where we have do all the requests. Get request, post request, patch request, all things with request mapping. It handles the order request. So here, so all the requests handled by, you have to give the URL over here. So you have to write in professional way. You have to write app API. You have to write like this. The version one. Here custom. You have to write like this. This is a professional way to write. Okay. This is a professional way to write. When the request is coming, you have to write like this. Custom. This is the customer. Version 1, you have to write like this. Here you have to write the when the post request slash post, but the get request, right? So this all things are handling by in Spring Boot very simply get mapping, post mapping. This all the things are it will be done, right? Now first what I'm going to do is I'm going to we have to write save data. So first I'm going to do the method which is a post mapping. When you save the data, you have to write the post mapping. Efficient, we have to write the path. So right here, inside the double quotation, you have to write save method. Right, save method. Here you have to write there. You have to write public. You have to write the method string save customer. Save customer. Here you have to write request body. So that the request body. You have to import that alt present key. This error gave away. After that, you have to write here customer. So that customer save. Customer save customer. You have to write instead of customer DTO. You write customer DTO. Here you write customer DTO. You have to write here customer DTO. You have to write it simply. You have to write like this. Simply you have to write like this. Okay, that's the thing. You have to write like this. After that, you have to open and close brackets. Right. We haven't created the ATO. That's why it will be show the error. Okay. So you have to click on this one. This will create the class. Okay. So we have to create the class. That's then the error go away. No problem. We'll be do it right. So after that, what you're going to do is I'm going to go to the entity first. First, I'm going to go to the entities, right? So entities, I'm going to create all the entities over here. So first, right click, new class. This class I'm going to say customer. Customer. It's a customer class. You have to create the entities, right? Customer class. First, you have to define the table name which is in your database. I have to create the table name, which is I'm going to create a table name equal customer. This table annotation or press enter key, it will implement the table, right? So after that, what you're going to do is you have to write here, you have to specify the columns. I need customer ID, name, address, mobile. So you write, you have to write specify the column name. So you have to write private. So write private customer int customer ID. In customer ID, you write customer ID. You have to write your the same thing, control C, copy, control V. This one should be the string customer name. After that, mobile number also I'm going to create private int mobile. You have to write like simply you have to create three variables. Okay, you have to create three variables, right? Now what you're going to do is these three variables, I'm going to do it. You have to set the get and set method, constructor, all the things you have to import. So right click here or here, generate customer. You have to import these three customers. Hold on shift key down, import all. Click OK. Or they have to create the empty constructor as well. So select here, right click, generate constructor, select non-constructor. Okay, this is non-constructor. After that, I'm going to create get and set method. Right click, generate. You get and set method, getter and setter. We import this get and set method. All then the shift key down, select all things. Here, right, what is the things? Here I have a mistake, one mistake. You have to remove them. Again, we have leave one field. We need customer ID, customer address also I haven't given. Customer address. Right, perfect. Okay, I have forgot this one. Right. Now let's right click. Now you generate constructor. You have to create the parameters constructor first. After that, empty constructor. Right click, refactor. Generate constructor, which is empty constructor. After that, you have to generate the get and set method. So right click, generate get and set method. Select all. Okay. After that, we have to write the method which is string. Right click. So right click, generate. Here I have to select the toString method. Select all the properties. Okay. This is all the things you need to create. Okay, perfect. Right, this one things is perfect. Right. After that, what you are going to do is, I'm going to go to these things. I'm going to do all the things in the. You have to separate this one. You have to put the data type, all the things here, the table name, all the things auto generate, all the stuff you have to define over here. Only the code part. So at ID, you have to write ID. You have to write column. You have to create the column in your database. You have to write like this: customer ID. You have to create the column as customer ID. Comma length 50. What is the length as 50? You have to or press enter key and okay, value, not value, you have to write name. This one the name, not value, it's name, right? The column name, right? The same thing. We have to do the another thing is that this is the customer name as a generated value, auto generated value. So you have to write the another annotation. You have to import that. All things I work as a annotation. Generated value. You have to write strategy equal generate type auto. You have to implement this one. Perfect. After that, you have to write that another column which is a customer name. The same column you have to copy this one. It's a customer name. Third one, this one should be a length. You have to specify the same length. No problem. This thing should be address. You have to write address also 60. Customer name. This column should be address. After that, you have to write another column you have to create as mobile. The same thing, you have to copy it, this column in your database, mobile. Character 12, right? Okay, so here, these are the column names in your database table. Okay, this is your entity data, right? This is your database table. This column means a database. It reside on the database columns. Okay, this is a professional way to you write the application. Okay, when you do the programming, you have to do the with profession. This is how you have to do the profession, right? After that, what you're going to do is, I'm going to go to create the DTO as well. Select the DTO, right click, DTO class. So the class, this one should be your write as you have write a DTO class. You have to create as customer DTO. Press enter key. Now your DTO has been created successfully. Now what you are going to do is here, I'm going to copy this the entity. It's all things only that copy these things back to your DTO, paste it over here. We don't need this column names, all the things. It's just we have to sending the data. The data is sending to the DTO, right? So this all things we have to build. Only the DTO we have to build. Only the this data will be, we have to pass it over here. Here also we have to write the get and set method as well. So DTO also we have get and set method. So how to pass it? First you have to right click, generate constructor, or then shift key import all the constructor. This is a parameter constructor. After that we have to write another thing is a right click, generate constructor none. After that you have to write another thing is a get and set method. Right click, uh, generate get and set method. Select all the things, import this one. After that you have to write right click, you have to write generate, you have to write toString method. Select all the things, right? Perfect. Now the thing is perfect. Now working perfect. Now what you are going to do is, let's back to the controller again. Right. Now we done all the time. We have to import the DTO over here now. Or press enter key. Now your DTO is imported over here. This all the your DTO. This all your DTO here. It will be imported into your controller DTO. This DTO. This what happen is, this all the things, customer ID, customer name, address. This all the fields will be, if you write like this, get body customer DTO, it all getting this object, right? This is how we have to do the program perfectly. This is an efficient way to do the programming, right? Now what you are going to do is here, I'm going to create the string ID equal, so right, customer service, the the controller which communicate with the, where it will be communicated service here. Okay, so we have tried, we didn't. Now here we have to, let's back to our service class. So service, I'm going to create two things. First is a right click, new, here first you have to create the interface class. You have to create the interface which is a you have to write customer service. This is the interface. After that you have to create a class inside here, class, you have to write customer service IMPL, right? You have to create two things, class and IMPL, right? Perfect. Now here this is the customer interface. This is a class, IMPL class. This is an interface implementer class. Now let's go to the controller. Now here I'm going to create the AutoWare here. Here we have to access the controller service. So we have to write AutoWare annotation. AutoWare, right? Here you have to write private customer service, you have to write customer service, right? Now here we have to write this customer service, you have to call it over here customer service. I'm going to create the method which is add customers, add customer, add customer. Here you have to write customer, this one, customer DTO. Here you have to write customer DTO over here, right? Perfect. You have to get the data, you have to pass in the data, all the when you save the data, this all the data we have the customer detail here. This all the data is coming. Okay, right? So it will be passing here. The add customer. The add customer method, you have to write here return ID. After that, after add the record, you have to return the ID. Return ID. Right. Now here, this method I'm going to create it in our create the method in the service. Okay, here it automatically here. If you write like this, customer service here, if you write like this, it automatically this method will be created there. It will be created. Service. Perfect. The method will be created in the service. Okay. Now what you are going to do is after that you have to write a customer service IMPL implements. You have to get the implements keyword which implements the customer service. Right? It's not a task to import the implement methods. You have one method which is add customer. Perfect. Okay. Now you have an idea. When you save the record, it passes the records to the service. Okay. This DTO, this all the fields. Okay. Now it's coming from the come to here. You're calling the service as at the created the method which is at customer. It passing the IMP. Here we have to write the code here. Right here, write the code. Right. So here first what I'm going to do is here. So write simply we write over here. Now here what I'm going to do is here you can see here customer DTO. Now I'm going to add the records. Add the record. You can see here in our DTO we have a four variable you have created, right? ID should be auto increment. So what I'm going to do is instead of that simply the DTO I'm going to create two different DTO. It's very simple, right? So one is for the customer save purpose, another one for customer update purpose. For select the DTO package, right click, new. Here I'm going to create the class which is a customer save DTO. Second class I'm going to create, select the package, right click new, customer update DTO. We have created two different DTO. Okay, customer two different DTO. Here what I'm going to do is the same thing. I copy and paste it. Nothing do it here. We just copy this all the things what you are doing here. Okay, just copy and paste inside this DTO. Save DTO. Right? Only thing we have to paste it over here. Here we have to change this one as a customer DTO. Only thing we have to all thing you have to make it all the thing as customer DTO. Only the thing we have to do the save. Save part we no need the ID. So we have to remove the ID. Okay, we no need the ID. Save part. Okay. We have to when you save the record is coming here. So we no need the ID at the moment. Right? So we no need the ID. Right? Only the save part. Right? So after the update part, we need ID. So here this is the main DTO file. So I'm going to copy it again, paste it over here inside this class. Here we need ID. Only with the class name you have to change it. This is our constructor. It's a blank constructor. On the class name you have to change it as a this one should be the update. Okay. When you update the record, we need ID. When you save the record, we don't need a ID. Okay, we don't need a ID. Okay, customer save. That's it. Rid of here this one also we don't need the ID. Here this also ID also I add a get and set method also ID is there. We don't need the ID. Right, though here also we don't need the ID. You get this line we have to remove it. We remove the things. Okay. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Perfect. Now that's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is now if you save the record here, if you create the two different customer save DTO, update DTO, it's very professional, very simple. How to make the program. If you are creating instead of that one DTO, it is very professional. Go to the customer controller. Here we have saved the record. So how to save the record? We have to use which DTO? Earlier we used customer DTO. Instead of that, we have used the customer save DTO. So how to write this one here? Customer save DTO. Customer save DTO. Here also we have changed this one as a customer save DTO. Perfect. Right. Now this object we have to pass it over here. Right? Pass it over here. Here this is not error. It has to migrate this one. You have to change it as this customer DTO. Customer save DTO. So it is this function is goes where customer service. Customer service also we have to change this one as a customer save DTO. Customer save DTO. So customer save DTO. This one also customer create the object as customer save DTO. Customer save DTO. That's it. Okay. So here one problem here. This one customers save DTO. Save DTO. Wow, perfect. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the our class. So here, what I'm going to do is it has to change this one. Here, you have to interface. We have to change this one as a customer save DTO. Customer save DTO. Right. Now the error go away. Here, this one has to implement the customer save DTO. Perfect. Okay. We have changed it. Simply, we have changed everything. Okay. Earlier we linked as customer DTO. Instead of that, we have to create two different DTOs, customer save DTO and update DTO. It's very simple. So that I have create instead of one, if you create separate two things, it's very simple to we complete the project. Perfect. Right? Follow the instruction. It's very simple instruction I given. After that, you have to create the object customer. You have to write the customer. The customer means this is the entity. This which is the entity. This entity means this is the entity. Customer entity class. You have to create the object customer equal new customer. Here inside here, what I'm going to do is we have to call the service. Okay, service means customer save DTO. Here, this one. Customer save DTO. Copy and paste it over here. We have to get a get and set method. What are the things we need? Customer save DTO, you can see. Now this time the properties ID is not available. So we remove the ID. So okay, only we have three fields. Get mobile, get customer name, get address. So first we have to store this customer name, comma. Second one, I'm going to control C copy, control V to paste over here. This one should be customer DTO. Get customer address, comma, customer save DTO dot get customer mobile. That's it. Get customer mobile. What is the problem we have? Get customer mobile. Okay. Now here what I'm going to do is you have to close it. After this is not an error, it asks to implement the signature. String int. So this one should be the string, this one should be the string, it should be the string. Okay, so you have to change this one. Click on the signature. So you have to these are the three things you are going to add it into our database table. Okay, so here it asks the signature, so we need only three things. Right, ID should be auto increment. Right, perfect. That's the thing you have to do. Here we have to return. Now you have to return. Before that, I have created the customer repo. Here we have to write the queries. Okay, so we have right click. I'm going to create the repo. Repo as a interface. You have to write customer repo. Right, right. Now here first we have to add the annotation. Enable JPA repository. Second one, I'm going to implement the repository. Right. Now here, what I'm going to do is here repo extend. You write the JPA repository. Here we have to write pass the customer entity integer. You have to give this integer. Mean this is the primary key. You have to set the primary key. Customer is the entity. Okay. The finally After the service, we have to pass the records to where DTO. DTO is a path which will be communicated with the database. So that's why I finally have created the DTO. So sorry, repo. Okay, repo. You have to create this one. Okay, this method has lot of option. Okay, we find all the things it will be right. Okay, so inside this method, right. So now what I'm going to do is now here, if you go inside this method, you can see here list, find all the methods you will be able to see. Repo. It has a predefined methods here. Hold down the control key down and click here. You will be able to see all the whatever method here. So all things reside here. If you want to search the employees, insert the employee, all things done here. The JPA repository. Okay, we have to first you have to send this one here. This one here, it's working like this. You have send this one. This all things are send it through here. Where repo is coming here. Do the operation. It sending the record to the database and insert the record into the database, right? That's the thing you have to do. After that, what I'm going to do is let's back to our customer service. Now here, after that, I'm going to here to AutoWare as a repo. So you have to write AutoWare. So type here private customer repo. Right. Now here we have get this repo. So right here dot save this customer here to add it over here. That's the thing here, right? After add the records, you write here return customer, this customer dot get customer name. That's it. Simply we have to do things, right? Very simple. This how we have to save the record into the database. Very simple. So let's see how to do the task. After that, let's go to the inside the resources folder. We have a file called application.properties. Here where this code I just copied and paste it over here, right? So here in this code, we have specified the port which running your application. This is the port which running your application, right? So if you want, you will be able to change the port. Here, this is the first time you have to create the database. Here, the database here. What is the database you have to create? You have to write string JPA Hibernate. You have to create the create. Here, the MySQL. The driver will be the MySQL driver. You have to write com MySQL. This is the new version of MySQL driver. This is the path where your database is resided. Okay. This is the port where your database running. This is your database name, which is a GMS code. Whatever name you can give the database name over here, right? So this is a root. Username password is root. I have set as username root, password as root while I installing the MySQL workbench. So you must install the MySQL workbench. Okay, so here the MySQL workbench I already installed. You have to install them. Okay, while installing, what the username you have given, the same username and password you have give here, right? Right. That's the only thing you have to. This is the JPA config. This is all the things you just copy and paste this course, right? Simple stuff. Now let's run the application and check and save all things we save. Now let's open the Postman and first we will be checking on the Postman. This is the post request. Okay, so how the request is going, I'll be show the flow. It is the service. This one should be the save method. When the save method is called, it goes to the service. Service will be passing to where? Service will be passing to IMPL. Okay, service will be passing to IMPL. IMPL, you have to write over here the one thing is service. That annotation we forgot to write the annotation is must. Annotation is must. Okay, right. That's how the working. This one should be the passing to where? Repo. Repo is communicate the database and add the record into the database. Right. Now let's save. Save all. Now what I'm going to do, let's go and check it the entity. So entity also we have to we forgot to return the entity. This one should be the our entity class. The annotation I have forgot it. Right, this is the thing you have to do. You have to do. This is the port where you're running. If you want, you can change the port. Whatever port you can change. Now I'm going to change the port like this. Right. Now let's run. Okay. The port you will be the annotation is must while running the application. Now you can see the application is running. The table is creating here. The table is creating here. Your new table is creating. Right. Your application is running successfully. You can get the message. Now what I'm going to do is will be tested into our Postman. Now here we have to write the URL. Out the right URL, we have to write the URL like this. Just copy it here. I just go to here. We have to write. What is the port? The port will be 4. HTTP localhost 4 API. This one running like this. So tested like this. Controller API version customer. We have to call the method which is a save. Okay. Now here in our body we have to type something. Your body row you have to type the JSON format. So here how to done the here. Right, something I just change it as our program. Right, this sorry, not here, this one. Right, here this is our program. Here this one name. I'm going to change the name here as what is the name? Here our Peter. Right, here address. I'm change it as India. Phone number. Phone number mobile. What is the field we have typed? But give the correct one, then only it will work. Mobile, not phone number, mobile. You try it like this. Now let's click save send button. See here, it's working. If it is 1 min, it's working. Now you can see here in the database whether it's server or not. This is your database. The database you have to click here, data source. Here you can see here right coder in Spring Boot application. So IntelliJ ID here, database here, data source. You have to select the database as MySQL. Okay, localhost, the username root, password root, you will be able to see here. What is the database we have created? Or if you have forgot it, you have to see here again. GMS code. This database, GMS code. Again, I'm going to go here. Select the plus mark. Data source, MySQL. Root. Database name, GMS code. Apply. OK. This is how we have configured the database. Okay. Right. This is your database DMS code. You can see the inside the customer table is created. You double click on the customer table. What is the data? What is this? All things are put null. Customer ID, address, mobile number. Let's go back. Here, data adding null. What you have to do is here, go to the entity. Here, what I'm going to do is the problem is here. This one I'm going to remove it because the data is adding via the entity, right? The service IMPL. You can see here the 3 customer name, address, and mobile number. It comes the DTO here. This parameter. So I'm going to remove it, and again I'm going to create. So I'm going to create generate constructor. I need only 3 fields. Hold on the shift key down and select these 3 fields. Click OK. Now it will be created because early it will be blank. That's why it will be on for. Right here it will be blank. What I did here is here this one IFPL. I just implement the signature only, but the data will be blank earlier. Okay, you can see if you undo it, you can see here it's blank. That's why record is not added. So if you are right click, generate constructor. I need this three fields. We have to add it. Now we're coming to the data over here. Now let's run the application, check. Okay, if you get the error, something in Spring Boot null, you have to test it. You can come and test. So all the constructor include here, the data is set or not. If the data is not set, the error will be displayed. Right. Now I'm going to add the same data, sending. Sorry, it won't. Right, it's still running. That's right. Now now it's right now it's okay. Now it's click sending. Now you can see Peter will be added. Right, perfect. Now let's go to the database and check. Now you can go and to database and check. Okay, this one table. Now refresh it. Now you can see India Peter is added. Right. Now let's do the retrieve the data from the database. So I'm going to go to the customer controller. This is a controller. We are starting from the controller. You see here. Here I'm going to create the another mapping. That is a get mapping. If you get the data, you have to use the get mapping. So you paste it over the same thing instead of writing again. Only the thing you have to change here is this is a get mapping. That's it. The path get all customers. Get all customers. Correct. Get all customers. When the request is coming, this get all customers. Right. Now here public. This one should be there. We have to give right here is a list. Okay, you have to pass a list. So you have to write the list over here. Public. This one should be the list. If you are get the reason, you have to write list. Okay, you have to import the list. Okay, then only it will be added the list table. Right, so here list. The list request. Here we have a list. What you're going to do is here we don't need them. I'm going to list. We have to call the DTO. DTO is the where data is loaded. So customer DTO. That's the DTO we have added. The method we have to write it here is get all customers. Get all customers. Right, that's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay. Now you have to write this one here. List customer DTO. Customer DTO. All customers equal all customer equal. You have to write customer service dot get all customers. Here we have to customers. You have to return this all customers. Right, perfect. Now here you can see when the request is coming from like this, we have to load the customer details. So here what I'm going to do is here the get all customer we have to create it on the service. So how to create? Select here. This is the efficient way to do the program. Click here. Create the method is service class. Here service class the method is created successfully. Now here one problem. This is this create class. You click here. Here also implement the methods. Here very simple. DTO. Okay. Now here implementation. Here you have to retrieve the record from the database. So how to retrieve the customer data from the database. So here we have write here list customer DTO all the customers. So here we have write list. You have write list or list customers. This customer get customers equal customer repo. This is the query we have written. Customer repo. All the query should be managed by the customer repo. Dot find all. The find all method will be I already show. The find all method will be reside on JP. Here, hold on the control key and you can click over here. Here, the find all the method will be there. So that you have to call the repo. Okay, you have to understand first. That is must. Understanding the must. Okay, get all customer right. So back here, again down here, find all. Now you have write list. You have write the DTO. Okay, this one should be the customer entity. We have to add the records. Here DTO is record is coming via the DTO. Okay, customer DTO. Customer DTO. Customer DTO. Here you have write customer DTO list. You have write customer DTO list. Create it. Write customer DTO list equal new array list. Array list. Here you have write create the for loop for customers. You create the object customer object a something colon. So write the for loop get customers. Okay, customer, this is the entity is customer get customers, right? This customer. Okay, now you have set it here, this all the data, set it here in the DTO. So we have write the customer DTO dot, it will create customer DTO equal new customer DTO. Look at this object customer DTO. This here we have to pass this one a, this a dot get customer ID. We need all the records, customer ID comma a dot get, sorry, a dot get customer name comma a dot get customer address comma a dot mobile get mobile, right? Perfect. Right, now here we have to close it. Now here we have to write here customer DTO list dot add the right customer DTO, pass it over here. That's the thing you have to write over here, right? After that, you have to return this customer list. That's it. Right? That's the simple code you have to write. Instead of creating the simple code you have to write. So here the first you have to load the entities. Entities where this one customer and customer. This entity where record is added into the database via the entities. DTO, the record is coming via the DTOs. This is the DTO. Record is coming. You have to write the customer DTO, the common DTO. You have to get it. So here you have to create the object. This one. So here what I did here is customer DTO have create the object this. Okay. So this all the data we have to add it into the this list to add into customer DTO, right? It will return. Okay, so this is how we are passing the data. This is the passing the data into the customer means this entity. This all the data we have set it and passing to the customer entity, right? The entity will be passing it as their repo. Okay, so that's how the process works. Now let's test it. Save all. Run the program again. Stop and run. Right, it's working here. Now let's test that. This time the request is coming from this one. Get all. Select this one. Back it over here. Get all customers. This one, this time this is get method. Send it. Here only the Peter record should be there. Only one record is there. It will be displayed. Perfect. The get method will be working perfect. Okay, get all the custom details. Now let's go to do the another thing is update. Right? So update. Now let's back to our Spring Boot application. I'm going to go to the update part. Update part also, what you're going to do is same thing. Copy it, paste it over here instead of writing. Okay, it's very simple. You have to write like this, you have to maintain like this, very simple. So here the post method, this also we have to use post method. So update. Right. Here also string, here also update customer. Request body. Here right, this one should be the entity. What is the entity you have created? Customer update. So you have to change this one as a customer update. Customer update. DTO. So we have to write simply customer update DTO. That's it. Simple. Now here what I'm going to do is, now here we have to update the record. So we have to write a service. Service as a method we have to create here as update. Update. We have to create the method. Update customers. Simply you have to create the method customers. Okay, we have to write this one. This DTO object you have to pass it over here. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. After that, what you're going to do is here, this update method, you have to create the create method inside here, customer service. Right? Now here's one problem. You click on this one. Here you have to import the implement methods. Click OK. The method will be imported successfully. Perfect. The thing is perfect. Now what I'm going to do is here. Let's now here first what I'm going to do is here first what I'm going to do is update customer. You have to write first. You have to write if customer repo. We have the customer repo. Customer repo dot there's an exist method. The customer record is exist. You have to check exist by the ID. Customer update DTO is customer update DTO dot get customer ID. You have to check it. Right? You have to check it. Now here right open and close bracket. Right now here we have right customer dot get the object customer equal you have to communicate the customer repo. Where's the customer repo? Here we have to write the coriander. Right? It's managed by the repo. Get ID. Get ID. Customer update. This customer update, you have to pass it over here. Update. You have to pass it over here. Customer update. Customer update. DTO dot get customer ID. Right? Customer ID. You have to pass it the customer ID. If the customer is exist. Now here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the details for update. So customer, this customer, this is the entity, customer entity is object here, the customer dot, you have to set customer name here, update request. Come here, this one, update DTO dot get customer name. Same thing, control C to copy, control V to paste over here. This one should be set customer address DTO dot get customer address. Sorry, this one set customer address. Sorry, customer address. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to type here customer dot set customer get set customer mobile. Here right, customer DTO dot get customer mobile. That's it. We have done the stuff. That's the thing we have to write over here. Right. Now here, what I'm going to do is here we have to write customer repo. You have write the repo. Here we have to save all the details. So save function. Here also save, not update function, save. Okay, the customer, this customer is saved. It will be updated. Perfect. So any problem, you have to write else. You have to write stout. You have to write SOUT. You have to write here customer ID doesn't exist. Do not exist. Do not exist. If the ID is found only, it will be work. If the ID is not found, it won't work. Right? That's the thing. It will be working. That's it. Now here also else if close it. Here you have write. Here after that you have write return null. That's it. Perfect. Right? The thing is perfect. Right. What are things? Right. Thing is perfect. That's it. Okay. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Let's go back here. This time, this is the what is the request is coming. Go to the controller. Request is coming. Update. The record is coming. Update. The same thing. Here you write the body tag. Here you change update. Which customer I am going to update? This customer I am going to update. What's the customer ID? It will be 1. I'm going to update the customer ID 1. So here, what I'm going to do is here customer this same customer ID. I'm going to copy paste it over here. This should be 1. I will change the Peter S India just like put change something else, right? Here write update method. Here also I'm going to change this one as a here write this one as a post method. Click here. Here customer update. There's a sorry, we haven't run the program. That's the problem. We haven't run. We already done the things, but I haven't run it. So we haven't run it. First you have to run. Okay, then only the update is working. We haven't run it. Right. That's why it telling there is no URL found. Right. Now it's okay. Now let's test it. Click send. It's one. One means well, let me go back to our database and check whether it's working fine or not. Our database is where? It's a database. Customer. Here it's working. Here it's working. Peter S India if it's working. So right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the create operation. The final thing is a delete record. Delete record. We have to delete the record. So we have to use the API which is a delete mapping. So here the same API, this one mapping you have close. This one if you have delete the record, you have write the delete it. Delete you have write delete mapping. There is an annotation which is a delete mapping. In Spring Boot here, it's simple you have to assign the annotation. Delete mapping here when the request is coming, write like this. Delete delete customer. Here you have to delete customer. You have to write slash ID. You write ID. What's the ID you are coming here? Record will be deleted. Okay, delete ID. Right now here we have to write this one should be delete customer. Delete customer. Here we have to get the ID. So how to get the ID? This one we have a we no need them. You have to write path variable, path variable. Your value ID. This one should be int ID. Now you have to write this one to be boolean delete customer. Delete customer. So write like this equal customer service where we have to delete the it will be delete you write delete customers customer ID customer delete customer here write ID return deleted. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Now this method I am going to create. So select this one. Click here. The method is created via customer service. It will be created here. You can see it is created. Now what you are going to do is we have to this method you have to implement it to IMPL. Here this one you have to import it into where it will be imported into the IMPL class, right? So we have to click and import it, right? Now here where I have to do the delete part. So here what I'm going to first you have to check whether this customer is exist or not. Okay, so first you have to write customer repo dot exist by id. This id you have to write customer repo. You have to write customer repo dot delete by id. Delete by id. Right. Delete by id. Right. Else, what you're going to do is customer id. Stout, you have to write stout. Customer id not found. Customer id not found. Found. Right. It's written true. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Perfect. Right? Perfect. Now let's save wall. How to check this one as when the request is coming, this, right? Delete customer id. Back to my postman. Here, you have to paste it over here. Delete customer. This one should be id. What is the id you are typing? It record will be this. id1. Okay, what is the mapping? You have to select as delete mapping. Okay, now you have to run the project. Okay, you have to run the project again. If any mistakes, it will be working. Right, it's running perfectly well without any error. Now let's click send. Delete. Now it's working perfectly well. Now my backend part is working perfectly well. Now let me do the front end part as Angular. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we completed the backend part. In this class, I'm going to talk about the front end part using the Spring Boot application, which is Angular. So we have to create the separate folder, which is a Spring cred. Whatever name you can give the project name. Inside this folder, I'm going to put into my this one. This project folder, I'm going to put it. Cut here and paste here. Right. This is a complete backend part. I'm going to paste it over here. Now here the simple this folder, inside this folder we have create a new folder which is a front end part. Now I am going to work with the React. It's a front end application. Go to my project directory. Here, this is your project. This is your backend application. Now let me do the front end application as Vue.js. First we have to install the Vue.js, right? So first go to the command prompt, open the command prompt one. You have to run this following command. This command is for installing the Vue configuration the Vue.js. You have to write npm install gmin generate Vue CLI. Copy and paste it over here inside the folder right here. Press enter key on your keyboard. You have to wait until the process completed. It is installing the dependencies and now here the Vue CLI configured successfully. Now I'm going to create a new project. So I'm going to install this command Vue init webpack. You have to give the name of your front end. I just give the name as front end. Okay, Vue init webpack front end. Copy this one, paste it over here. Press enter key. Now it start down here. You have to configure your projects. You have to if you want you can give the name of your project. At this moment I leave it as blank. It task description, leave it as blank. Author, if you want you can give. Okay, right. Okay, this one also runtime compiler recommend for most users. Press enter key. Install Vue router. Yes, Y, press here, Y, here also Y, press enter key. Standard, press enter key. Yes, here you have to select as karma, this one. You have a in your keyboard you have a up and down arrow. You have to select as down arrow. You can get this karma and this one. Press enter key. Yes, Y. You have to select as npm. Press enter key. Your dependencies get installing. You have to wait until the dependency installation has been completed. This is the process you have to do. Now you can see here your new project has been created successfully. Here, how to open your project here, it will be given the instruction. Here, project initialization finished. They given the instruction. You have to follow them the instruction. This is must. See how to open the project. CD. So type the command by typing the CD frontend. Frontend. Press enter. Now you are in this folder. If you want to run the project, you can type the commands npm run dev. Press enter key. Now your view project has been loaded and generated your home page. Now you have to wait here. Yeah, this is your port, Vue.js port. You just copy this one and paste on your browser. Here, it is a welcome screen of Vue.js. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure in my project. So this is my, I'm going to go to my front end. This is the front end. Okay. Here, inside the front end, I'm going to open cmd, type cmd, code space dot. Then your project is open on the VS Code editor. Right? Your all the project folder and files open on the VS Code editor. Then you will be able to write the codes to configure the project. Right. Yes, you have to press yes. Trust project yes. Now here we have first, this is the folder structures. Right. This is the index.html files, the main file of the Vue.js, the single page application. It's contain the app folder. Right. Apps is a root folder. It goes to the src. You can say app.vue.js. It's called the first time. It's Vue.js. It's loaded. Okay. Right. You can what is there inside here. This is the all the things are. You can see the output Vue.js. This is the welcome screen. Okay. Now at the moment this logo I'm going to remove it. We don't need the logo. The style also we don't need them. This is all the things we don't need. The styles. This everything we don't need them. Right. We have to remove the things. Only we keep app and route view. Route away we don't need. Okay. So after that, what you're going to do is first I'm going. This is a component folder. This is a default component hello view. Right. Now I'm going to create the new component. File new customer create view. Perfect. Now how to write it here? This template. Start the template and close the template. This is how we have to here inside here we have to write the HTML codes. Here I have to write the design of the application. Logic we have to write below. This is how your Vue.js application works. Okay, here it's a logic. Logic is work here. Copy this one here. This is how the application works. This is a logic. You have to apply the logic over here. Right? So logic you have to apply over here. Right? These are things we have to work. Right? Sorry. Your script. Inside the script also we work. That's why it's shown there. Right? Script. Okay, inside here the logic works. Right? Now first what I'm going to do is here first I'm going to this how you have to, this is the design. You have a good HTML design. You have to apply them here. Here we have to logic, right? So before that we have to install the dependencies. That is must, right? So your project is running. Again you have to go to open the command prompt cmd. You have to install the dependency. You have to install. This is the must needed dependency npm I AXIOS. This is the dependency with interact with the RESTful API. Press enter key. You have to wait until the process completed. Your dependency installed successfully. Now I am going to open up in my project. Okay, right. Okay, now install a dependency successfully. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to make the HTML design first, right? So what I'm going to do is here, I've already done the design. So instead of writing, take too much of time to complete the project. So here, I just copy all the codes. This all things are same. Okay, same thing. Copy it. I paste it over here. I'll be explaining. Don't worry about that one. Here, Inside the template is starting, center template is closing over here. Okay, center right, starting and closing, right? So you can here it will be configured successfully here, right? Starting here, closing here. So here you can see here, this is the div tag, starting here, closing here. After that, you have to create the heading. Okay, HTML h1 tag, customer registration, form starting tag and close tag. Inside the form tag, I have to return the div tag. Here, this form tag consists of three fields: customer name, address, and mobile. Right. So here you can see here you will be able to copy the bootstrap from internet. Okay, you can see here you will be able to customize, right? So the employee name, we have a one input field we have set a two-way bind. This is the called as two-way binding. Okay, two-way binding. Okay, right? uh, V model here, customer name. This one should be this component I have created. So here you can see the export, default export. This is the customer cred. This application is customer cred. This is a customer cred, right? Customer cred. Okay, so here you can see this application data return. You have to get the array. Here we have data will be displayed on the table. Right here you have to get the customer array, simple array. You have created list. What are the properties here? These are all the fields we are declaring in our backend application. You already know when I explain the backend. The same part we having customer ID, customer name, address, and mobile. So customer ID, customer name, address, and mobile. Okay, these are the fields in our backend application. Here we have to put into this array. Okay, right. After that, what I'm going to do here is the same thing. What is the name you are typing on here? You have to put it here: customer dot customer name, customer dot customer address, customer dot mobile. So okay, that what is the name you are typing here? This is a customer is a name. Here we have to all the ID, name, address. So we have to store here this variable. What you the value you are typing here. If you type on this text field, it will be applied there. It will be storing here: customer name, customer address, customer mobile. We have right here customer dot customer name, customer dot customer address, customer dot customer mobile. These all things are coming here. Okay, this is the customer, is a command. This is the data. It will be stored. That's how we have to do it. Right? Perfect. This is how we have to create a form. We have a one button which is a submit button, save. When you click submit button, what is the type submit? It goes here. Submit I have prevent here save. Okay, save gene it scores the method. Okay, you can call here on click and submit. Otherwise, you have to write. This is the second way you have to write. Prevent what you have to put here. Prevent mean without reloading the page, we have to put the prevent method. Okay, right? You have to go to save method. Save method what does? Save method we have to do couple of things. One is a save. The same button do two operation. One is an add record. Another one is a update record. Right? Here, if the ID is not blank, save record will be created. Okay, if the ID is blank, say record will be saved. If the ID is not blank, record is updated. Okay, right, will be see. Right, once you now I'm going to give the route. After that I'll be explaining again. So route, I'm going to give this page as your front end. Okay, instead of this. So right here is so route. Inside route folder, here we can see here this is a simple route. Here this route, I'm going to change this page. So how to change this page is, what's the page name? Customer cred. This name complete this name field you are given here. This is also the customer cred copy, control C, copy, paste it over here. This also paste it over here, right? When someone click over here, when the request is coming like this, right? Right. When the request is coming, slash, it's load up the customer cred. It is component is a path here. Inside the component folder, we have a customer cred. We save all. We'll check the output. The bootstrap implementation is not working. That's why it's a problem. You just go here, type, go to the relevant folder bootstrap. Here, go to the bootstrap page. You have to, these two files are must. You have to import them. CSS and JavaScript. Click the dashboard. Back to your project. Here, go to the index.html, the main page. Inside the HTML head tag. Here where your project is running. React, the Vue.js single page application. Here index.html, your page is running. Here you have to apply them. Simple. The CSS. After that, you have to apply the JSL. Click on this one. You have to apply them both. That is simple stuff you have to do. Save all. Bring back to your application. Now you have to reload them. Here, it's working. Now your application is working. Your design is coming over here. Right. Now here you will be able to, I already show the output demo. Right. So that's how we have to add the record. Right. So when you click save button, it goes to save function. Inside save function, I have written save data. Save data. AXOS. This is the RESTful API. Okay. This is the dependency. Dot it has a post method. We have to this post method when you in the backend also there is a post method when you add the record. Okay. So this is the we already checked this API how to save the record in our backend application. This API we are setting to our front-end framework Vue.js. That is the thing we have to do. The same thing what you did in the Postman. Here this is the this customer mean if you have clicked this customer, we have this following field we will show as a body. Okay, in Postman. We return the body. There should be the array. We will show them. The same thing you can see here. There should be the array. Here. This should be the array. What is the value you type on these text fields? It will be stored in this array block. Okay, if you are called the save method, what is the value you are typing? It's all things are coming here, right? Then it will be displayed the message saved. After save the record, this all the fields should be clear. Customer.id, name, and this you have to clear all the fields and load the table. The simple stuff you have to do. Very simple. Okay. Now let's save all. Now let's check. You have to write Raja India mobile number. Click save button. Record save. You can see. Perfect. Right? Perfect. This is how you have saved the record. Right. Okay. What is the meaning of two-way binding? If you click edit button, you will be able to see. If you make the changes, you notice the table view. Okay. At the same time, it will be changing here. So Raja, if you are changing here, it will be changing. If your address will be changing here, changing. Okay. Once you click save button, at the moment, it not add the record. Okay. If you order, the ID should be, if you click edit button, the ID should be stored here. So the program knows that at the moment, we're not going to register the record. At the moment, we are going to update the record. Okay. Right. Then the message will be displayed. Record has been updated. Very simple. Right. Okay. Now I hope you understood so far the same part. Right. Now, after add the record, we will be view the record. Okay. So here, in order to add install your XOS, you have to import this package and view use this XOS. You have to use them. You have to import the view also. You have to import the view. Okay, this project, this all the packages are must because we have to run the Vue.js application with XOS, means it's a RESTful API. When you connect with the RESTful API, you have to use this dependencies. You have to import them. So already installed the dependency, you have to import them. Whatever dependency you are installed in order to access the RESTful API. Right. Right. After that, customer load. Customer load. After that, you can see here this simple table I have created. This table, you can see here. This table you have to see here. This table as a heading customer view. This is a table columns ID, customer name, address, mobile, and option mean we have a two option, edit as well as delete. If you want to make the changes, there will be the button which is the edit. You will be able to click the edit button. Your record has been changes. If you wish to delete the record, there will be the another button which is a delete button. If you click this particular delete button, the record has been deleted, right? That's why we have a two options. So here there is a for loop. Okay, here we have write v4. This is how we have write the for loop in Vue.js. Here simply we are implemented. Okay, the framework to framework differ. Okay, React has a different one, Vue has a different. They are implemented different functionality. Here v-4 customer in result we bind key ID. This is the ID we are binding. Here customer ID, customer name, customer address, mobile. Here write customer.customer ID, customer.customer name. Okay, so we have to create a separate array. Okay, here you have to call along with this ID, customer.id, customer.name, customer name. You have to write like this, simple. After that, then when you load the table, here there will be the load method. You have to write the methods. Inside the method, all the things are there. Right? Inside the methods mean there is in Vue we have a method function. This inside the method function, we all the thread operation things works, right? So here we have written first method as a customer load, second method as a save data, edit data, all things are. So customer load function, we have to create a variable var page. We have written this URL. This URL we have already checked through our backend application. Through Postman, it works successfully. Same link we given over here, right? The same thing here. This URL assigned to the variable page, we are called as AXOS kit. Okay, when you fetch the data from the database and passed into the table, so you have to get request. So we already get the request, put into this variable. This variable pass it here, then it will be record will be loaded into the table. Okay, right? This is how we have simply works. Our application works successfully. Right, perfect. After that, we're going to go to the edit part. Edit part, what I just, if you want to click that record, if you click edit button, your clickable record will be, the selectable record will be displayed on the form successfully, right? So how I did this? Very simple. How I did this? Here, when you click the edit button, it goes to the function, edit function, along with this component, this object. Customer object. Okay, here this customer way, the customer array has everything. So if you click on this one, what are the data on what is the row, this what is the row you are selected, so all the record will be passing to the form. Okay, if you click edit button, you can see here edit customer, this customer equal customer mean it passed into the form, right? After that, if you make the changes over here and click save button, record is updated. So what to do is we have to go var edit records. We have to write here in Springboard, we have to write update slash, we have to write the ID. This ID is there above, customer IDs, all things are there. We have to implement the functionality over here. At the moment, customer is updated. After that, all the fields should be clear. You get the message as updated customer load, right? I just put it to the alert message. If you want, you have a lot of designs, the message box designs on internet. You will be able to you can able to the bootstrap also. There are different alert box. You will be able to put them, right, for that. Okay, right, perfect. After that, same thing in your delete function as well. If you click the delete record has been deleted. How I did this also. If you click the delete, there is the function remove. It goes here. Okay, so the remove function, what you get the remove customer, what is the ID is coming here. When you click what is the ID is coming here, it goes the customer. This is the API slash customer dot customer ID. We get all the things. Okay, we are not, if you are right, we are also here instead of that you can write like this all as well. ID also well. Okay, I have get this also the possible. We get all the things. Customer, we get the customer will be coming here. In customer array, we get the field customer dot customer ID. That is the field we are going to delete. Now here write this URL, you have to AXOS delete. This is our delete method you have called. Instead of that, you have to write here this one. If you are right here, this also possible. You have this copy it and you have to write straight here. That's also possible. I have to write like this. Okay. After that, after it is the record, the employee table has been loaded. Okay. So if you are delete the record, here it's loaded. Now the table has been empty. Okay. This is how the front end application work. Very simple. Right? That's very simple. After done the stuff, what I did here is you have to given the link, the route. Okay, I already done how to give the path. Okay, the first you have to load. When you click slash employee customer ID is the path. This is the application you have to load first. Okay, this is how your application work. They are the routes. Where once you type slash, it goes to the, when you open this one, when the Vue.js application is running on the front end, instead of the welcome page, you have to give the slash in your project. It goes to customer cred name. Component is customer cred. This is the name customer cred. It goes where you are given the path as well. It goes to customer cred. What the design is there, it will be redirect to your page. Very simple. Okay, Vue.js is very simple. I hope you understood the full stack development well. This is all the source code I provide my website. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. If you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.